9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
My name is Daljit. Welcome to the show.
Hi guys, welcome to another edition of Bring Your Tactics! Yes, this is a chance for you to bring your tactics onto the stream. We'll play with it. I'm using Olympic Marseille. And the idea here behind this is I don't rate tactics, right? Just play with them and show you what's possible, what I think about them. Credit, the community is getting really good at some of these tactics. So it's interesting to see how they play out. And yeah, looking forward to the tactics you guys are going to be bringing me today, man. So far, we've got 2 in the bin. Looking out to see whether any more are coming in from Discord. And then we'll also open it up to guys or who are watching the show. So if you want to bring a tactic, you want me to take a look at a tactic and play with the tactic and share my thoughts. Yeah, so what we normally do on the stream is, because you can play with one tactic for an entire season, you don't have to you kind of are making multiple tactics, but you're using the one tactic to make tweaks for some games. Like, you could be playing in the Champions League and you are up against a really tough team, right? So you might want to, maybe you think that it's better for you to hit the ball over the top just for the game. So there are certain tweaks that I will probably try in some of these matches. So that's what I normally do in the games. And then naturally, I'm using a specific team. And you might be using your own team. So what I will do as well with these tactics is give you an idea of who I think are the more important players in your team, or positions rather, not players. Positions in your team and what you should look out for. Now, there are loads of great tactics out there, and naturally there are going to be, you might be tempted to try certain things out, right? Like you might see certain tactics that are downloaded, or I want to avoid the topic completely before. I'm going to avoid the topic of downloaded tactics, because when a person creates a tactic, he usually creates it with a very specific point in mind, right? With certain teams, and he might be using a specific team for that tactic. And I try, when I write my guides for tactics, to actually tell you how I envision the transition to be like, because whenever I create a tactic, I want to share what kind of movements are we looking for when we score goals, and also what I'm looking for when we have to defend, like which are the areas of the pitch that I think are vulnerable. So whenever you create a tactic, you download a tactic, if the person has written something like that, then that's great. If not, what you should try and do when you get a tactic like that is try and ask yourself those very same questions. So when I look at your tactics, that's what I'm doing at the start. So thanks, man, everybody. I'm doing well. Hope you guys are doing well today. Yes, and for the guys who are on Discord, yes, tonight at 3 p.m. UK, we're doing Team Talks, which is for the first teamers. We're gonna be covering certain topics. There are certain things I want to talk about. Yeah. Overloads as well, low blocks, and a few other things. Yeah. All right. Okay, so here we go, man. First tactic in. We've got this tactic. I think this came from Dimitris. Right, okay, so he sent in this tactic. And okay, it's an interesting formation. Now, if you recall my guides on the inverted wingback, when it was first introduced, I recommended that you always play with wingback if you want the role to play like an inverted wingback, because back in the day, the inverted wingback would default to play like a wingback. Now, on FM22, to a large extent, he still defaults to play like a wingback. However, they tend to pay attention a bit more to their PIs. Here, you've got a PI that says sit narrower, another one that says roll from position, and another one says cross less often. So essentially, what's going to happen is, because the PI is triggered, right? So he's obeying the play instructions. He's got to move in this direction. Now, if you had a player on the flanks, he will sit in this position. He will hold that position like a DM would. So whenever we play with the inverted wingbacks, you got to think about two roles whenever you look at attributes. The first attribute is, of course, the first set of attributes for wingbacks, the second set of attributes for DMs. So whenever you play an inverted wingback, you got to have that in the back of your mind. Because the moment he enters this space, he starts playing like a DM. Now, but when you don't play with wingers, what they tend to do is they tend to sit narrow. So sometimes they might end up here, and sometimes they go wide, right? So they will default to playing like wingbacks, or sometimes they just sit a bit more narrower. So you might see him, especially if you have like a role that is an advanced forward or a pressing forward. So whenever you have roles like those roles that have moved into channels, you might find the inverted wingback is sitting inside the attacker, so that the attacker is actually the widest player forward. So these are small little things that you may want to pay attention to. Now he's got underlap left, underlap right. What this will do is it will increase the mentality of this player, make him a bit more aggressive, which means that if the widest player on this side of the flank, he's going to hold up the ball looking for his run. At the moment, it's the poacher. The poacher doesn't have the move into channel, so he may not end up being the widest player. So this player, if he's holding up the ball, he is the widest player. He'll look for inside runs. And so there aren't many happening, right? Except for this guy, who is going to be the subject of love from this player. Okay, now we're looking at your... yeah, I'm not a big fan of the offside trap, FYI. I don't think you need it in... Okay, the more attacking your tactic, I would recommend on using offside traps. In fact, this is what I'll recommend on Football Manager right now. If you want to use the offside trap, you got to look at defenders with leadership as well. And then you got to look for defenders with anticipation, concentration, positioning. So there's multiple attributes you have to look for. And if they fail to read the offside trap, then you need acceleration. Now, if you don't have really good attributes for those defenders, then sometimes what you want to do is you want to play without the offside trap. That way, they keep falling back. You don't get caught. You don't pay the price. It's not a high risk, because the offside trap is a high risk, high rewards situation. So if you're looking at this formation, he wants to get very attacking. These guys have to be playing a very proactive role, attacking. So you've got these three players. What most people and I like to do is I like to actually, sometimes I play them on stopper, cover, or defend, cover. Now, when you play a flat structure like this guy is the most important defender. In a back five system, he's the most important because he's going to start intercepting the ball first. You got a nice DLP support here with the Mazala, and the Mazala is nice because this means that this is like a mobile group of players that moves up and down the pitch. You got a Meza on left and right, so they will support the inverted wing backs. Now, the interesting dynamic that you have to pay attention to will be the inverted wing back and the Mazala. Why? Because the Mazala can end up here. Inverted wing back can end up inside. So this is the reason why I said this underlap left will be interesting to see how this player reacts. Now on the right hand side, these two, he's just going to act as a supporting cast member for this player. Now on the left side, we have an F9 dropping deep Mazala. This is pretty interesting. Now this is one of those tactics where I'm wondering, right? If you have an F9 dropping, he's looking for opportunities. Why don't you turn this guy or this guy into a center midfielder attack? Because then these guys attack the box. The F9 has more than one target to pass the ball to, right? The inverted wingbacks are holding up the ball, looking for inside runs, will have a player attacking the box. The Mazala doesn't... I mean, between the central midfielder on attack and the Mazala on attack, I think the center mid on attack is going to attack the box a bit more, right? So, okay, let's go and play a game. All right, so we're not changing anything here now, right? We're not changing the tactics itself. I just wanted to share my thoughts on the formation and how I think it might play out. If you haven't played this game yet, just downloaded the tactics. As this is the channel where we do all kinds of crazy stuff with our tactics, and hopefully we all learn something in the process, right? I mean, that's me. Okay. I might be working on a project for all of you, but it's a big ass project, man. It's a big ass project. So I had to rope in a few friends. So those guys on Discord saw a message earlier today, If you're one of those guys who knows how to use the editor, please contact me. I will compensate. I will compensate you for your time. Yeah. Naturally, everybody has, everybody's busy, right? So, okay, here we got inverter wingback. I want to do this for the wider community. So once we finish this, we're just going to release it. And everybody can use it. It's a tool I'm working on here. Okay, so here we go. Inverted, Mez, DLP, F9 Poacher, right? So who have we got? Let's get to know our players first. Okay, he's got... I've had problems with Football Manager, right? So 16, oh man, this is excellent. It's a bit high. 15 should be enough. Good threshold. This has to be high. This has to be 13. Average is not 6, man. Average is actually 11. Yeah, depends on the level you're at, right? So you don't want your average threshold to be you'd never want your average threshold to be too low. All right, good attribute will make this green. Average attribute will make this something like this color, so we know. Low attribute, we'll leave it white. Okay, all right, so we confirm this. Now we look at the attributes. Yeah, this is better. I mean, the blue they should stand out a bit more, right? So you can see that this guy, when I see like blue and green together, because blue and green are closer in on the color scheme, right? So it's easier for me to tell. So this guy right now is really good for this role as a poacher. Right? I don't have to look any further. Most of the attributes are blue and green, so he's average or excellent, right? So we know he can play that position really well. Now we look at this player, not so much, right? So he doesn't have enough attributes. So he's got passing. He doesn't have enough off. Okay, no. We have to move shit down to inside forward. That was advanced forward. Where's the F9? There we go, F9. All right, so looking at this, there are definitely attributes that is missing, right? So he's got no teamwork, no vision. I won't say no, but less than. This is poor. Okay, maybe I'll make. I don't want to make this like a bad color like red. That's too jarring. Okay. Okay. So he's okay. He's average. So this will be interesting. We got Cengiz Under. If I play him here, no, that won't work. Who else do we have? No one else. We got Bamba Dieng. He's no way he's going to be good enough. Okay, we're using an average squad. Okay, we're not using one of the top sides that you'll see every time. Most of tactics working. Can't you just completely flood the blank with highly aggressive messages? No one in this type when I'm on the byline. You better have godly hero center backs in this type. Yeah, this tactic you better have them. If you're gonna do this, but okay, you're gonna have to have very good fullbacks. But put it this way, right? Attacking, you'll find that the game of Football Manager, at least against the AI, if you play with really attacking tactics, you will get away with it. Like half the time you get away with it, but not like this. See, I will play this game and I'll explain to you. I'll explain it while we play it. Okay, one thing, he's got a very high defensive line. He's got inverted wing backs that are committed to the attack. He's got defenders sitting very close to the DLP. Now, when that happens, balls over the top, they're going to find a very flat structure. You're going to chip over the team, and then we will be in trouble. So we got to have to work our way, and we're going to watch this on Comprehensive Light so you guys see a bit more. I'm not using my skin. This is a bit of a... Okay, Alvaro to Karayev, Guendouzi. Okay, okay, let's all ask, where is the other inverted wing back at the moment? Here. Okay, so let's go back. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. No, I'm right. Okay, he's all the way here. Okay, so these are all your positions. So when you play a setup like this, because this is this is not the attacking phase yet. No, this is the consolidation, the midfield phase. The ball is still midfield. So these guys are already here. They are online with the top 5. So they are all in one line. Right? So they're all in one line. So where's your DLP? Your DLP is the only one here. Okay. So the ball goes forward. Now you see all right. It's gonna be very, very high, right? And if you get an early goal, This is one of the reasons why I say in the game of Football Manager, you can play very, very attacking football. You can get away with it. Now, the only thing we have to worry about, you see, when they bomb forward like this, yeah, and you score the goal, the F9 dropped a bit deeper. The poacher went for goal. I love the poacher on Football Manager to me too. I'll be very direct. This is one of my favorite rules right now for a striker. Yeah, I like him more than I like the advanced ball. Advanced ball is good as well. It's like my second favorite role for a striker is the advanced ball. But my favorite role is probably the poacher. If I were to rank my roles, it's poacher, advanced ball, and pressing forward. These are the three I'll go for. I'll try and use these roles as often as I can, depending on the kind of tactics I want to create. If I have a tactic where there's only one real out and out striker, it's always going to be an advanced forward. If I have a tactic where I want a role to bring others into play, that I want to counter attack, a fluid counter attack with numbers, then I'll always use a poacher. Then if I have a tactic where I may only depend on two players, right? I'm looking for lots of movement through the center, then I'll use a pressing forward. Okay, you see how aggressive this? So this tactic is built for aggression, right? So it's all in the opponent's half. This forcing the opposition inside, you can actually do this, right? You can definitely do that. I mean, this just encourages your team to chop. I mean, you don't need to use the OIs. You can actually tight mark on the OI, tight mark as well if you wanted to. The wide with the wider players. Okay, see, right? This is what the inverted wingback does, right? So when he comes in here, he will go wide, and then you got this Mazala supporting him, and then together, you know, this is all they're gonna do, right? Then the DLP moves forward, and then you guys can go. Not bad, nice. I mean, if you have the players for this tactic, I wouldn't change it, man. Yeah, but if there's anything that you want to change, I'll do this. This, after I take a 2-goal lead, I might rein in my inverted wing. I might rein in my players. I might want to drop them even more. Okay, the changes haven't kicked in yet. Now the inverted wingback is so far away, right? He is very far away. This guy, sometimes you may want to think about these roles being ball playing defenders if you want to bring the ball out. But if you have good central defenders who can pass the ball, you're fine. If you don't, then you need to use ball playing defenders. See, he has to make that pass all the time. So Mazala just shot up. Yeah. This is slightly safer as a setup. Especially after you've taken a goal, like a lead, right, in the game. You can definitely play with this because then you're not committing your backline to be further up. Your inverted wingbacks are still going to be far forward, but you have more than enough players to defend, right? So you got 3. If you want to add another player to defend, then what you do is you move this guy into defense and you turn this guy into cover. Right, so that's all you need to do without changing anything else, right? These are just minor modifications I make. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this guy to a central midfielder on support. I want to change the central midfielder on attack. Let's see what the dynamic is like, right? The tactic works at its own, but you can definitely do other things that are slightly smaller, right? Our change has changed. Now we got the guys now attacking the center a bit more. The F9 moves in. Now, you see, notice one thing. Right now, with the F9 dropping deep, he actually has 2 more additional players he can play the ball to, both the central midfielders, because they are in central positions when they attack the ball. Instead of being wider, this means that the inverted wingback, instead of just going down the flanks and trying to cross the ball, he's actually also driving through the middle as well. So here, there's another variation of the same tactic. You can actually use central midfielders. Yeah. In fact, I probably, in one of my tactics, I actually have 2 central midfielders on attack. Yeah, in a lot of my setups, I go 2 inverted wingbacks on attack, 2 central midfielders on attack, and 2 wider players who are usually not on attack duty. Right, so this is very aggressive, right? I mean, looking at this, right? You can still make this guy an attack duty, but you don't need to. Yeah. Okay. Look at the movement, and then you got the inverted wingback free. The central midfielder on attack still supports him if he needs to. Okay, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna send him in. I'm dialing your tactic up. Yeah. But to dial the tactic up, I'm actually just I dropped your defensive line. And remove the offside trap. So you don't get caught by balls over the top. If you play the offside trap, yep, and a super high defensive line, I won't dare see. Now you get more than one player. Earlier we could just seen a poacher, right? Getting into goal scoring positions. Okay, we're now go to key highlights because this is getting predictable. I mean, if you wanna counter this tactic, yeah, but it's not gonna be that easy to counter. Yeah, because I am the kind of person that when I play back three systems, my back five systems are very, very attacking. Yeah, they have to be very attacking. You got to keep pressure on it. We are kind of lucky as well. They're using a wide midfielder. Now they changed to winger and inverted winger. This will be interesting. First time I've seen the AI. Actually, I was about to say the AI should be playing with wingers instead of wide midfielders. Yeah, it's okay. If you have the players for it, go for it. If you don't have the players for it, then you're gonna dial down the intensity of your tactic and drop the D line. That's about it. Yeah. There we go. Central midfielder on attack is the central midfielder support is in a very good position to help with the transition for the to move the ball forward. Very simple setup. Inverted wing back. CM on support. Yeah, now they changed to 4-4-2, but there's no way they can come out. Yeah. So tactic is simple, nice, like it. Just the only changes I made were the small changes, right? Okay. Next tactic we've got. Oh yeah, better put the. Hey Jahid, how are you, man? Once again, if you guys wanna pop in some tactics, you can. Okay, we've got a 4-3-3. Good old fashioned 4-3-3. Now 4-3. Okay, yeah, I was gonna cover this on Team Talks today as well. Later. A lot of the things that we used to do in FM, is it weird? Most of the tactics that we played in FM 19 and 20, they all still work. The only difference with FM 21 is because of the way line of engagement works and pressing works, you can actually dial up the intensity of a lot of your tactics and there's no downside. You can play with more attacking. The thing is now you can play with even more attacking duties than we could have done before. Like you can have 2 attacking duties down one flank, right? So we're gonna try this tactic out. We're just gonna change a couple of roles and duties and see what's the story. Morning glory, let's see what happens. I think this tactic, I will not talk about a tactic. I have to get to a game day first. Yeah, let's see if there are any other tactics incoming on Dropbox first. Oh, Jahid, you've got one. We got 2 more tactics, so we'll look at these 2. And we got shish kebabs. What is this? Wong, you've got a tactic as well. Okay. Downloads 1, 2, copy document. Today I've got Butterfingers. Done. All right. Okay, we're gonna reject offers. No idea what we do. I think next if we finish this season, right? No, we have been changing tactics every single game, right, guys? We're still 44 points. Not too bad, right? Yeah, 11 and 9. Luckily, we escaped a few. Okay, let's try and understand this tactic. CM on attack going this way with the winger on support. Inverted winger, who else is attacking the box? This is the only thing I want to say about this tactic. All right, you got a lot of players dropping and creating, but who is attacking? Like this guy. This one guy. Yeah. you might need one or two role changes, because I think that yeah, it could be an issue. Yeah. I mean, inverted wingers still score goals, but they are on between the inside forward, the around Daughter, and the inverted winger. When you compare all three of them, the one that scores the least is the inverted winger. If you don't compare the three types of goal scorers, so you have to, if you want to play a 4-3-3, eventually you need to think about roles that attack. So if you don't use like those kind of roles, you might want to think about it. Yeah, because a winger on attack duty is still likely to score more goals than an inverted winger on attack duty. All right, so here we go. Let's watch this game again. We'll watch it on comprehensive highlights. In terms of possession, we're doing okay. When Dozy brings the ball forward, DLF is dropping. This guy is not attacking. This guy is definitely not attacking. This guy is definitely not attacking. This is a consolidation phase, right? So now somebody's going to hold up the ball while the others get into play, depending on your team instructions. Your tempo is pretty high, so they won't wait for long. Okay, the bang, the ball goes up and they cross the ball. Yeah, they won't wait for long, because that's just the way you set up a tempo. You set a high tempo. So it'll be like 1, 2. By the third pass, there's an attempt already on the box. Okay. Yeah, we'll just watch them try and defend. CM on attack. Okay, that guy is the... I have to keep referring to your tactic. This guy is a fullback on attack. So what does the fullback do? If he cannot, yeah, that's exactly what the fullback does. The fullback doesn't drive the ball. He will look for options to release the ball, pass the ball, or play those kind of crosses, right? So, okay. So far, none, right? Because your tempo is very high. There's no... you're playing a DLF on support. If you want to play a DLF on support, I recommend that again, tempo is too high. Only DLF was on support. That's one of the reasons why we saw that event happening. Okay, this is nice. I mean, they're pressing well. They're trying to win the ball in the right places. They get turned. And we can see the goal. And it's taking a heck of a long time for them to get the ball inside. That was close. That was a high XG chance. A very high XG chance, in my opinion. Or he could have been offside, right? Let me see. Eventually, right, you kind of felt it was going to happen. They're knocking on the door, and they finally scored a goal. So far, every single chance that we have created or we have tried to create has been too... How do I put it? It's taken too long, right? Let's watch this a bit more. Okay. Ball, he pushes the ball forward. No one is really attacking, right? Nobody is getting into positions. That's it. Another ball, another failed attempt at a cross. Would have been only 1 or 2 players inside the box. Right, so you're gonna struggle. All right, so we're gonna come out of this. Let's talk about the tactic first. Okay, you got a winger, you got a central midfielder. In order for this tactic to really do some serious damage, you gotta go camping. Okay, but this inverted winger, he's gonna try and create chances. But who is he creating chances for? There's nobody. Only the central midfielder on attack. That's not a lot of help. That's not very helpful. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this guy into an inside forward. That's at least something. He might attack the box. Then you got DLF. Just one role change, right? Okay. This is still a base. Because I don't know where this... I have no clue what your team is like. Maybe you're doing this because your team is actually kind of... doesn't have a lot of firepower, right? So... we are going to play an inverted winger with a ball-winning midfielder who's going to try and win the ball. So this player is going to try and release the ball into this pocket, and hopefully this guy comes in to score goals. Except my De La Fuente is not really a goal scorer. 12-12. Okay, so what we want to do is this DLF is going to drop deep. So we're going to try and move up the pitch higher, prevent short goalkeeper distribution. We're going to have to take the game to them, right? Okay, so maybe max it out completely, okay? Very rare to do that, right? But let's see what happens. This, not really necessary, okay? We'll lower the tempo, okay? We can go fairly wide. We can leave it here. Just make a couple of changes first, right? We drop the tempo. Let's drop the tempo and try and Still don't know what kind of team he's using. Okay, never mind. We will just leave it here. Okay, higher defensive line, much higher line of engagement. One role change, basically. Okay, let's see what can happen here, man. I saw your 4-3-3. I feel a 4-3-3 DM with a top fast right would destroy this. Yeah, nowadays, I don't think the AI is going to be adaptive. I just think that now, humans, whenever we play, we tend to be a lot more aggressive against the AI. Okay. Again, right, he's rushing, but now we've got the inverted winger getting inside the box. Okay, let's do something. What does you think underlaps and overlaps do? Underlaps and overlaps actually tell the guy to hold on to the ball. That buys you some time. Okay. So far we in okay. Now most of the highlights are us attacking them, right? So we kind of neutered the opposition. There we go. Okay, getting a bit better now. Not too bad. We got a shot. Goalkeeper forced into making a save. I will dial this up because I want to win this game, right? So, but DLF and support can work. Now we forced. Okay, now okay. I'm gonna do something different, right? I'm gonna keep this guy occupied. I'm gonna turn this guy into like a poacher. Or pressing forward on attack. Let's do a pressing forward on attack. Yeah, pressing forward on attack. I want to get others into the box. Okay, now we have a situation. We are a goal down. 31 minutes. I want to come back and win this game. I'm actually dialing it up a lot more. Okay, CM on attack, fullback on attack. We'll turn this guy into a fullback on support so we don't overcommit this flank. Okay, if I tell this player to underlap, he's going to hold up and try and play the ball inside, looking for inside runs. So we've got these two running inside. Okay, so I'm gonna underlap on the left. Okay. And I'm gonna go low crosses. Low crosses will see players who get around other players go to the byline. We are not gonna play sweeper keeper. I'm gonna play a goalkeeper. I hate sweeper keepers on Football Manager because they make so many mistakes with the ball. Right, first touch. They need first touch, passing, kicking, decisions. Yeah, and I find that this keeper just doesn't have it. Okay, he's got poor first touch, he's got poor passing, he's got poor kicking, right? So I cannot play him as a super keeper. I'm asking for trouble. All right, okay, we've got these players. Now let's see whether we can. I know this is supposed to be a mid block for you, but what do you do when you are a goal down? You sit in the mid block? No, you gotta go for it, right? So we are gonna try and we can do this as well. Let's drop this. Let's attack this team a bit more because we want to get a goal. I might lose, but hell, man, I'm going to go down fighting. Okay, this guy's going to take the ball up. Fullback on support is there. Look at this roll is here. Okay, now this is where we have the underlap, right? The change hasn't kicked in yet. It's going to kick in afterwards. After this highlight. Okay, after this highlight, we'll see the changes kick in. Yeah, might as well talk about set pieces. All right, set pieces, corners, you're attacking. Let me see your attack. Don't do this. Okay, if you want to do an attacking corner routine, right? There are so many ways to do this. Okay, let's talk about a very simple near post routine. Okay, a near post routine, you want these two guys here, and this is fine. This is good enough for a near post routine. Why? Because you got one guy in the near post, you can just tell him, hey, we can actually send it to the near post. This is a very simple near post routine. It's like very basic. Okay. Then I'll share with you one other one. Okay, we can do this. Okay, you can do this as well. This is another near post routine. You can use this one, near post, and then you got two players. You got one attacking the edge of the area, and you got three back. Let's take this guy back and put him here. This one generally jumping reach. Okay, so you put your two best jumping reaches here. You can play a near post. You can also flip this around for the far post. You can put two guys here, one guy in front. This is simple. Like I said, there are so many variations. Okay, there are so many variations. Okay, we can create another one. I can load a routine. Let's do a simple other routine. Short. I got some for short strikers as well. Zeal corner. What the hell is this? Oh, this is the same one. Okay. Load far version 2. I just know this is a different one. Yeah, this is another routine that you can have. You can have more players inside the box. Okay, when it comes to throw-ins as well, you don't have to like attack throw-ins, right? The default ones are fine. Seriously, the default ones actually work. Okay, you can also do this. Set one here and tell this guy, hey baby, go long. Why? The fewer for a long throw, the better. Okay, trust me, try it out. This is like a long throw routine. And then what you do with this routine, you create one more routine, you come inside here, you reset to default. Okay, now this is your short throw routine, right? This is your short throw routine. So let's leave it as it is. Tell this guy to go short. This is your short throw routine. So you got the attacking corner routine, and you got your attacking corner routine, then we got a throw-in routine. So you got plenty of options. Now we've changed. I don't know if this has changed already. So now that one is the first one. It went to the far post. So I don't know who your players are, but if you have a really decent eye, all you need is like a 15 delivery fella, right? If you have a 15 delivery fella, you should be fine. So my weakness right now, hey, we got equalizer. My weakness at the moment is defending throw-ins. I have a few permutations, but I never ever test them out long enough to settle on one. But there is one defend throw-in routine that should work, right? It's got like a 1 or 2 players back inside the box. Yeah. Because against the AI, I'm fine. It's against the human player that, you know, I tend to bugger up. So we got our equalizer. The press is doing okay. Do I change anything? No, we want to... I don't want to play a mid... we could play a mid block. Okay, now let's return to the mid block. All right, so let's go back to the mid block. Same idea. Drop into a mid block. Bang, we're in a mid block again. Okay. The thing now is distribute, roll it out. This is fine. This is very basic. Yep, we can keep this going. We can now run a defense. Because we're playing a mid block, we're gonna get the ball and we're gonna run through the transition, right? That's it. Let's not do anything else. Let's see how this works out. Other things, I haven't checked your PIs, man. You might have some magical PIs. Cross. Okay. All right. Okay. What is this guy doing? Close up. Hell, tell him to mark tight. Okay. Put some pressure on your opponents so that they cannot, you know, don't find it easy to get out. Since you're already doing this. If you're going to do this close out more, add the mark tighter. And these guys, hopefully, these guys close out more. Holy guacamole. Alright, okay. So this guy better not. Okay, this guy is good. Just direct. Yeah, alright, fine. Dribble, let's stay wider. Okay. Are we doing an underlap? Yeah, if I'm doing an underlap, we want him to stay wider. We actually want him to come this we want him to come this way. Together, these three will launch to the far post. Because that's where our targets are. The defensive line is perfect. Okay. And ooh, we almost got the winner. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Keep the defender pinned, right? The defender is pinned. He's got no choice, right? So that DLP is following him, sorry, rather. Now as he gets closer, the defender has to take over. Look at that. So the defender, see, someone is occupying the DLP right now, right? Your two wider players are coming in. And the players are having to be marked, right? So the space is being created. The CM has gotten into the box more than once now. And it's been us all the way. We're ending the first half very, very strong. So there are not many changes you need to make. But this is the mid block. So I needed, you see, whenever we make a tactic, we got to think of the same tactic having the option of, let's dial it up. How do I dial it up? Okay, how do I go back to my preferred state? So this is our preferred state. You can always do something like this in your games, like you want to chase a goal. Okay, but now we're in a lock. We have a lot of control in this game. So the left side, you can actually do a focus on the left side and create what is like an overload. Something I'm going to do on today's FM Talks as well. Creating overloads effectively. Okay, bang. Yeah, now we do a focus play. What does a focus play do? Focus play is elementary overload, okay? Like I think everybody had problems creating overloads. As I decided, okay, we'll give them a focus, makes things a bit more easier for them. Because this is where we are with doesn't have to include run and defense. I'm just using a run and defense because I've got inside forwards, inverted wingers, pressing forwards. And I've got a central midfielder coming in from deeper positions. So I want players to take on the defenders and keep pushing them back. As I push them back, my central midfielder will have space. Right? He's gonna have space, right? So that's why I do that. It doesn't always have to be. You have to have a plan. Why do you do this? So this is our throw-in routine. We didn't change. You see, what did I do for the throw-in routine? Nothing, right? That's the basic throw-in routine, right? I just made 1 or 2 changes to the throw-in routine. They had the audacity to score against us. Hey, we got back, man. All right, now they might come at us. But we actually have scored 1 more goal. Oh, yeah, good block. Okay, we're gonna shout at the team, tell them to focus. I haven't done your defending corner routines. I mean, this defending corner routine is fine. Actually, let's just look at your defending corner routines. Okay, corner routine defend. This is don't do this. This is like you can have 1 at the near post here, but take this guy out. Right? You need this guy here actually. Yeah. Basically it's something like this. Near post, then you have put here. This is basically it. Okay. Alright, bang, bang, bang. You can do something like this and you're sorted. Then one of these guys just mark stall. Mark tall player. Okay, you got yourself a defend corner routine. You want to basically mark the zones here. This 2 is for the near post. This 2 is for the far post. This is the insurance policy. Just in case, right? You lose the header, then there's somebody on the line. Assuming everybody is going to the near post. If you want to, you can put another player here if you worry about the far post. So another thing you can do is just come in here and do this. So you got 2 here, 1 here, 1 here, right? And then you have 1 at the edge of the area. So this guy goes to the edge of the area, but you have to have 1 mark tall. 1 mark tall all the time. The mark tall is in case the player arrives. Like sometimes you have players that are good defenders that just have GF go forward. All right, I think this is enough for comprehensive. We'll go to key highlights. Sometimes I see this happening, right? Yeah. I know the AI has dialed things up. Yeah. I am very okay. There are 2 things we can do. One is you can become you can hunker. Okay, which is hunker means you come down all the way here and you hunker. Right. You just play like this and you tell the player stay on field. Then we're gonna experiment again. We are really experimenting. No more focus play, no underlap. Okay, we're gonna keep the ball. We go direct, hit early, pass into space. No right defense, play for set pieces. 25 minutes. Okay, this is one thing that we can do. We're gonna regroup out of possession. We're hunkering. This is like remove the prevent shot. But when you do this, let's start from the beginning. Let's not do this way. When you want to do a hunker, right, you gotta change the rules. Now you gotta change this guy. You can't do a hunker with a pressing for. He's gonna press everybody. So tell him to be a poacher. Or advance forward. And we can tell him to be an advance forward as well. He's let him do everything on his own. Yeah, or poacher. Poacher will be fine. You'll put one of these guys with him. All right. Now, this role, we can just tell him to stop marking tighter. You want to tell every one of them, hey, don't do all this, okay? Don't go running all over the place. So this guy doesn't have close down more. This guy is fine. This guy is fine. What is this guy? Does he have any PIs? No, it doesn't have. Okay. All right, fine. Okay. Now, stay wider. Okay, fine. Let's see if this works. I could be wrong, man. I could be very, very wrong. We could lose spectacularly. That's it. We are going into a hunger. No high defensive line. We're cowards. We just want to have a standard defensive line. Lower line of engagement. We're going slightly more often. Hey, you want to do something like this? This is the land of the bold and the beautiful. You know why? Your player's just gonna stand in position, just gonna like, you know, make sure that the passing lanes are closed. You want to do this, you better make sure your players got positioning. Okay, they don't have you in trouble. Okay, stay on feet. This is actually very challenging. I've actually done it all the way until here. This is the most challenging. Okay, so let's do it this way. Okay, let's be even more no. What am I doing? Why do I have to do this to myself? Why do I have to do this to myself? Lower line issues is not right. Oh, I'm tempted to go much lower though. Okay, lower line, don't be. Okay, all right. Okay, here we go, babies. No run and defense. Why are you gonna run and defense now? No. Play for set pieces. Okay, be more disciplined. Okay, now what we're doing, we're hunkering. Okay. All right. This guy's hunker. These guys are still on attack duty, right? Okay. All right. Okay. You don't have to be a ball playing defender. Okay, never mind. Let's not hunker too much. We're not doing hoof the ball. Hey, that goal happened before the changes, okay? Players on the post make a lot of blocks. They make a lot of blocks. Okay, this strategy actually works. All right, but I've been doing low blocks for a very long time now on FM22. Very long time now. Okay, look at this, right? Bang. Not a single highlight from the AI. Not one highlight from the AI. It's called a low block. Hey, we had to watch it on comprehensive highlights, right? But if I showed it to you guys on comprehensive highlights, you guys all would have had a heart attack. You'd be itching to make changes. If you want to do the pain thing, if you got this high pain threshold, go watch it on comprehensive highlights. I don't. Okay. The idea behind that, so you see, with your 4-3, you got a lot of options. Especially for us in PvP play. The number of times I played, I think there was one time in PvP, I did entirely low block for the entire night. Okay, I played all the matches on low block. Only one person beat me. It was Stick. No, Stick lost. I think somebody else, I lost to someone who probably read that I was, because I kept announcing I was doing low block. Yeah. All right, so this is one way of doing it. So once again, I think your set pieces just have to make this. Players on post is fine. It's these positions, right? So whenever you have this guy coming from the near post, you generally need one player here. Okay, the most important positions are these. Okay, right. So you got this guy on near post, this guy on far post, right? Okay, so near post, far post. These are where your two defenders go. All right. Now you think about the rest of the positions. So these two can come in. Now you can prevent the blocks, right? In case a person does near post. Then you got this guy coming in from here. You know, there's another option, right? Right. You know. The guy from Arise from Deep. So what you do is you tell one joker to, where is he? Okay, you tell him to mark tall. Done. Taking care of that player. Now you got all these players. So, okay, we can definitely just do go back at this point. You can definitely do go back at this point. Or if you're like, you know, like me, I'm actually a coward. So what I normally do is I put one guy here. And I put one more guy here for extra security because that's me. That's just my nature. I'm a bloody coward. Okay, then I put this. So this can work too. This can work. Sometimes I play with this setup. Okay. Because the principle is the same. Cover this, and cover this. If it's a near post, if you think everybody's gonna hurl it to you at the near post. If you're not sure, you think there might be some far post action going on, then put one more guy here. Okay, you covered your bases, right? Why have I not put anybody here? The goalkeeper is supposed to cover this area. Okay, let me just this goalkeeper is supposed to cover this area with command of area. Okay, so if he has got good command of area, he will cover this area. Right? If your goalkeeper has shithouse command of area, you put somebody there. All right, so that's how you set it up. So ultimately, it could be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this, with these two here, right? It can still work. So you can have a default setting like this. But if you could, this could be a default setting. This can also work. However, this one is suicide football. Here not covered, here not covered. It can work most of the time, but you know, because there's no mark tall, this guy is not taken care of. The guy who's arriving deep, and because this guy who arrives deep always ends up over here. Yeah, so that can work. And this is like a wasted position. This this defender being here. You always find one of your defender. If you do watch how many times the guy in the center is like, what the are you doing over there? Like he's marking nobody. You know? So you want to set this up. Look, guys, when SI created these default routines, all these default tactics, right? They usually have one or two things that are just not perfect about them. Okay, so this is what the best preset in the whole game has always been the one that yours. Okay, the best preset in the whole game is this preset. Why? Because there was quite a number of us involved doing this preset. And so we all tested it out. I was one of the guys who tested it out. I tested the preset for, I was the one who testing preset for Gegen pressing and vertical tiki-taka. Quite a few of us did it. So all of us played and then we suggested small tweaks to it. But right now, if you were to take this preset, right? You go central midfielder on attack. You can play center midfielder on support. You can play center midfielder on attack. You can play Mazzala on support. You don't have to make many changes. Yeah, go for it, man. I mean, you want to change this, you want to get some different dynamic to this tactic? Yeah, sure. Yeah. So, okay, next tactic. Let's go look at the next few tactics. We got, man, I can go on forever, man. But I shouldn't because we have another show after this. All right. Mark Tall plays the only solution to carrying multiple corridors. Yeah, downside is that they're best at maneuverability. Exactly. You're right. But you can't cover it. You can't do everything, man, Sluggy. You can't possibly cover every single permutation. That's the problem. So you cover as many as you can, right? It's vast, that's it, man. It's covered as many as you can. Okay, we got Discord, we got how many you got? Pep 433. Donald. This is the legendary okay, all right, okay. We're gonna play this again. You guys have this pen. Okay, I'm just gonna play it. Okay, guys. Maybe me saying it many times. Okay, we can play any role combination in the game. In the game of Football Manager, you can use any role in the game with anybody, right? Okay. How well their role plays will depend on their player's attributes and the roles and duties that you combine it with. The inverted wingback, the Mazzala, and the inverted winger, all three of them in one tactic can be an issue. Mazzala will go to the half space, inverted wingers can go to the half space, inverted wingback goes to the half space. All three of them want to occupy the same zone. At one point in the transition, you might find that the three of them are together, holding hands. Generally, when Pep and all these coaches do their tactics, they actually want their players, okay, two in one, what do we call that? Space, right? Two in one channel, right? They stagger the two. So that you don't have the players occupying the half spaces. Right now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to look at this. We're going to play again. So guys, we're not doing too badly, man. Change a tactic. We drew to this team. Bloody hell. I thought we won the game. Did we draw? I thought we won the game. How did we draw? I could have sworn we won that game, no? I could have sworn we won the game. Okay, let's play this. Okay, let's go. All right, with this tactic, let's see whether you got PIs. I want you to be very careful with the inverter wing. Okay, I want you to pay attention to the inverter winger, the interaction between the inverter winger, the Mazzala, and the inverter wingback. Now we're gonna see whether you got any funky PIs. Okay, roam. Okay, added stay wide and roam. Okay, face saving gesture. That might help. Okay, nothing here. Okay, what about here? Attack harder, might lighter, stay wider. Why this guy? Why stay wider on this guy and no stay wider on this guy? You're gonna do inverted wingbacks like this. Maybe you might as well just ask this guy to stay wider too. Because these guys come in, right? So you want them to pull out a bit more because you got a DLP here. Stay wider, mark tighter. Okay, the stay wider, roam from position. Might not be bad. Might be okay. All right, let's go, babies. Let's see. Okay, we'll comprehensive. Please, we need to see a bit more. All right, now I want you to pay attention to 1, 2, 3. This is your inverted wingback, inverted winger, Mazala. Then we've got, there we go. Inverted wingback, inverted winger, Mazala. Right. You got that move 8. You didn't have a passing option there. They go the same line, all 3 of them again. There you go. There's a lot of cramping going on with these guys. The stay wider is helping this guy out. There we go. The guys are too close. You need somebody to give you the added width. Okay. I mean, this is fine, right? Okay. I mean, it's not that bad. But now I'm gonna go very narrow. Yeah. I'm gonna focus play through the middle. So like, if you wanna do this, then just focus play through the middle. Okay, if you want to do the very wide and focus play to the middle, it's also possible. But you have to change your roles to wingers. FYI, right? Look at this. During kickoff, right? Just because we told them to be super narrow doesn't mean they'll be narrow all the way. These guys are, your PIs are still, yeah, there you go. They're giving the width. Nah, stay. I still have to change the rules. I'm gonna max out the width. I still feel that we need to change these 2 roles from inverted wingers to wingers. Or even inside forwards. Joey's not coming, man. They had a goal before I changed the low block. I didn't realize that. I wasn't paying attention. I just did a low block. I didn't even realize they scored. I thought we were still leading 2-1. Hey, we held on to a lead. I didn't realize. I did not realize, right, that we had conceded before the low block. Because I had plans to go into a low block already. Okay, we're gonna have to change eventually, guys. This one's gonna take us forever, man. Okay, alright, okay. Bang. Alright, guys, we're gonna change these guys. Okay, first up, we're gonna change him to inside forward. Inside forward. We're gonna try inside forward, double inside forwards. Okay. Alright. Inside forward. I mean, okay, these are at least a bit more attacking. Okay. We got, did I add did the tactical Mazala originally? I think so. Yeah, I think it did, right? Let's see inside forward. They're still going to be in that. At least they're going to try and attack the box. The last role change will be winger. My favorite is the winger. Yeah, the winger is the best option. We're actually gonna dial it up a lot more. I'm gonna add what's that called? Underlaps as well. See the humongous gap, man. You know why that humongous gap exists? Them 2 Mazalas have decided to go into Never Never Land. And we're playing wide. Wide is not a good extreme wide and wide is not a good friend of counter press. Because you find that teams like to keep a narrow shape when they're defending, right? And then when they are in possession of the ball, they also want to be narrow, because then they can win the ball back with a counter press. So the notion that some teams counter press and they actually do it like they have narrow width, look, they do it in certain phases of possession, right? Not the whole way. Okay, look, we are still not moving. So this is the last one. I'm going to change it. Half time. We're 1 goal down, man. I need this guy to go wider. Okay. All right. Let's go, babies. You want that whole winger? Yeah. I think what we can afford. Hey, you can actually. I'm thinking of how to make these two Mazalas work. Okay, wait, hold on. Mazala is coming this way. Yeah, winger. No roam from position. Just don't funk up the tactic. Okay, go winger. Okay, pressing forward, Mazala. Inverted wing back. This inverted wing back is gonna hang around here. But the thing is, I don't like it when the inverted wing back is told to attack. The Mazala is told to run away from the box. This is like, if you want the inverted wing back to attack, don't tell the Mazala to go away unless somebody else is coming to the box, right? So, okay, let's try something, right? You want this guy to come here, you want this guy to come here. So you tell this guy to go inside the box. Yeah. If there's anything that you want to do, it's like, you go this way, you go this way, you go this way. Because this is exactly what's happening. Mazalas don't go like, hey, I'm going to attack the box this way. No, they don't. They make a round ass move, then they go inside the box. All right, so now what we do is we tell this guy to do the underlap. Now whoever's the widest player is going to wait for somebody. They're going to hold up the ball for somebody to attack the box. Still, we don't have anybody attacking the box. Man, this is going to be close. Okay, now let's hit. Oops. Let's watch this. What is your get stuck in? Okay. I can see why you get stuck in such a hot thing right now. But okay, let's go. See, the thing is that when you see the Mazala, they keep running away from the box. I don't want this, man. Nobody's going to the box. Enough of this Mickey Mouse shit. Get some players into the box, man. We can't do this, man. Nobody wants to go to the box, right? We even got a pressing forward here. Take this guy to a poacher, man. Stay in the box. We can't have everybody running away from the box, right? It's like nobody wants to go to the box. You got Mazala going this way. We got pressing forward, is moving into channels. It's like no one is interested. Defenders have got no pressure on them. So what you want is you need to put pressure on the defense, right? So you got a Mazala on attack, running away from the box. You got inverted winger away from the box. So instead of going in the box, everybody's going like they're making a round ass way to go around the box. No. Have at least one guy attack the box. Center midfielder on attack, very nice role. Get them to attack the box. The thing is that the FM19, yes, center midfielder attacks were attacking the box like there was no tomorrow. Yes, I changed that. Now they don't let that happen anymore. Because Mazalas, in FM19, Mazalas were too strong. So SI neutered that role a bit. See, now we have players inside the box. They don't run away. Look at that. We got options now to attack the box. The defenders are occupied. They have marking players now. This gives us a better option of getting back into the game. There we go. Attacks. This guy is wide. Okay, see, they will go wide with the ball too. Gets inside. Oh, nice. Go. Okay, now we go to key highlights. That's all we needed to see. I already popped the link up. How do you get the best out of your playmakers such as DRP or Raja? It seems like they always get low. If they get low ratings, they would never have passing options. Your tempo could be two things, right? Is there a tactic, the combinations are very good, or your tempo is too high. Sometimes your tempo is too high. Like this guy's got plenty of options. The DRB is actually the tempo generator in this tactic, right? So he's gonna help us get into the final third really well. Look at that, man. Look at this. Nice. We have actually got players attacking the box now, finally. There we go. So we have a nice combination. In fact, I like the DLP CM Mazala combination in a 4-3-3. It's very nice. So you got the CM on attack, the Mazala. You can have a CM on attack, you can have a CM on support. The reason why he's on attack is because this guy's on attack. If you want a lot, right now in FM22, right? It's like there's no point. If you want to play it in inverted wing back on attack, play somebody on attack in front of him. So you got like you create a kind of a flood. In order for that to work, you need the defenders to be good. We should have won this game, but never mind. It's okay. Such is life. Okay, next match. So let's see if there are any more tactics from Discord. Red Bull Soccer SNG. Okay, we got Public. Okay, Jahid is the last one. Okay, you guys have submitted your tactics. That's Kulos Bananos, man. Okay, let's go in. We've got all of you. Thank you. We shall look at all your tactics. Download. So you got a link in your chat just now. Thank you very much, guys, for using the link. What am I doing? This is some Mickey Mouse shit. Okay, 7-zip, extract files, go here. Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. Why am I saying Mickey Mouse for? Let's go. Tactics, BYT, public. Done. All right. Okay. Next tactic. I think it's Jahid's tactic, right? We've done this. Now it's Swansea. Okay. This has got too many. Yeah, it's okay, but this is like one of those like everybody get in action tactic. It's dangerous because it's gonna. You need really good players, and no one is attacking the center. Two inverted wingers, only targeting the pressing forward. It's a very safe tactic. You need to dial things up. We will definitely need to dial things up. This is like one of those like, okay, we'll take our time to build, be more expressive. Yeah. But it's a very patient tactic, right? You got CM on support, you got Car, no passage shot, take Furious. Yeah, it's gonna have problems in the final third. Gonna have issues in the final third, man. Okay, let's go. Once again, let's look at the start. First half hour. Now we pay attention to things like key passes. Let's see how many goal scoring chances our players have created, right? See, the pressing forward is on his own, right? One. Okay, let's come out here. Let's go to, where's OM stats? Okay. OM stats, so there we go. Say passing. So we want to look at this metric. Like how many of our players, we want to know who takes corners as well. So we can rule them out. Okay, guys gets the ball, see him on support, holds up the ball, gives it a pressing forward, waits. The guy goes down the line, shot from range. I mean, it's one of those tactics. If you have a very good team, then you can be patiently probing and trying to score a goal. Safe. What I would say, this is probably like, you're not going to concede a lot of goals. But you might have issues with scoring loads, yeah, on the other end. You committed a penalty, man. No, a corner. So far, 25 minutes in, right? 25 minutes in. We'll see the stats. How many players have created goal scoring chances for others? You can tell when you're playing the game. The moment we get another one of these, so we'll just drop this, we can see the highlights. We can see that little in-between match highlights panel. They win the ball back, pressing forward, holds out the ball, you wait. Yeah, CM and support, right? You gotta depend on your attributes as well. Get inside the box. Okay, now we got a corner. So this is, if somebody hits a goal, that's counted as one goal scoring chance. No, it's cleared, so it doesn't count. That guy took a shot, that might be counted. Not counted because nobody attempted a chance. That's a corner, so at least I can chop that one off as well. See, this kind of tactics, right? You're waiting on like to build up play and then do something with it. So far we've had 3 shots on goal. Okay. We've had 2 corners, right? Gerson and this guy. Gerson, I don't think he takes corners. Yep, he does not. Okay. So Dimitri Pride definitely takes corners, right? So we haven't created a lot of goal scoring chances for our team. None. The inverted winger has got one of the worst pass completion rates in the whole team. He's not doing very much. No, this guy over here. So let's go. So you're gonna concede. You're not putting enough pressure, like creating chances. Yeah. See, you're depending so much on like a really good creator, like inverted wingers. And these guys are coming in, so all right, let's assume I'm assuming you want to play a mid block. Okay. All right. So what can we do? Got 2 inverted wingers. I think that's a bit much. Carrero going this way, this is going to be a problem for your tactic. Because the moment the car comes here, you open up the gap. Halfback is nice, he's pushing forward. Halfbacks work very well with wingbacks. So if personally speaking, if you're gonna use halfback, you might as well use wingbacks. It's gonna propel these 2 roles forward. If you don't want to, then I would. Halfbacks are okay. Wait, halfback is gonna drop in. Okay, we got Car, we got CM on support, inverted winger, inverted. I'm gonna change this guy to like maybe inside for an attack. This guy's gonna run left and right. When he runs left and right, he's waiting to create chances for other players that move into the box. There's nobody doing that at the moment. Maybe this player on CM on support. So what I'll do is I'll move the Car here. And I'll move the CM on support here. Okay. This way. So what am I doing? Yeah, am I done this correctly? Yeah, CM on support, wing back, inverted winger. Not the inverted winger and the Car. These two guys will operate near the half space, right? The Car will come here. Together they can dial it in for this player. Okay. That's one option that you have. Then you can have other options. As matches progress and you want to score goals, you can always turn this guy into an attack duty. Then you got double attacks coming down this flank. Right. I wouldn't apply too many PIs. This is Mark Tighter is not that bad. Scar, I think if you got pass it. Oh, sorry. You had CM on support. Okay, I'm gonna take this guy off PIs. Okay. This player can attack the box later. We won't play with any PIs at the moment with him. Halfback is a bit aggressive. Wingback is gonna push forward. Maybe with this roll, pass it short, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. The other thing about this, right, when you do this to these roles, you remove them as creative forces as well. When they, sometimes they can actually contribute by releasing one over the top. But you got low crosses, you're gonna go camping. Slow pace down. Okay, you want a goalkeeper. I mean, yeah, okay, this is fine if you want to have that patient kind of game. Okay. All right, we'll do this. Okay, let's see what happens. I just made one change, right? I moved the car to the left and I moved the CM on support to the right. We're playing on balanced mentality. Some idiot has been texting me for the last 15 minutes. It's like life or death, is it? Okay. All right, Lirola. Okay, now there's wingbacks driving. We get a bit more proactive attacks. That's the difference between a wingback and a fullback. Slightly better. We're getting a bit more dynamism in the attack patterns now. Okay. So what I can do next, okay, we can leave it on balance. Okay. Right. We can leave it on balance. This activity, right, of trying to win the ball back and moving the ball forward is also going to put pressure on the AI, right? So you see, bang, bang. Okay, ball goes there. It's not that bad. You're not like, you're giving them space down the flanks. You are drawing them into your third, but hey, man, so far so good. I like this combination, halfback, wingback is very sweet. But you got pass it shorter. So you know, if you worry about losing the ball, you don't. Yeah, wingback still are okay. You still worry about that, then come in here. You're already playing narrow. I mean, like seriously, I mean, you can't get that bad. Dribble less, be more expressive. Yeah, can work. Yeah. But definitely, I would go with a Carrillo with the inverted wing back, and then flip. Then you get this. See, the numbers are improving on this side of the pitch already. These two combining quite well. And then you've got like now you got a CM, right? Gets into opposition area. Oh, sweet, man. You got inside forward, you can get into the opposition area. Very nice. Okay, let's. We want to do low block today, is it? I'm in a very painful place, man. Trying all these low block shits. All on this. Hey, man, what's the point? You talk low block, do low block so once in a while. Okay, bang. 45 minutes. Let's try it, man. Oh, God, why do I do this to myself? Against the AI is more. Okay. No need to take short kicks. Distribute to the fullbacks in case they press us. Force opposition outside. Fine. Stay on feet. Okay. The moment I see this, we go poacher. No more mark title. No mark title, please. Well, let's see whether this works, right? It's only my save. It's only our save, right? This is the bring your tactic community save. All your tactics come in, and then we have to try and, you know, do something with them. And now we can watch this on extended. I know it dribbles a lot, annoys you, but your tactic was lacking that punch. It was lacking that thrust. Somebody to carry the ball, because every football tactic in the world, right? They always need players to run the tiers. You see all the formations. You see Pep Guardiola's systems. The central midfielders run the tiers. Somebody has to carry the ball. The problem in the attacks earlier was they were all like so many like waiting for the whole team to move forward. Like fullbacks now, they're playing the ball inside. So if you wanted to be a bit more safe and sorry, okay, well, let's go. Carrillo. This position is the one I play with the fullback. Because it's the Carrillo. Right. Yeah. If I wanted to do that, that's exactly the position I would do. Because this is the flank where you're gonna commit the most you might have the most issues with. The one where the Carrillo is operating. We consider a goal from a throw. Whatever. Yeah. All right, here we go to key highlights, man. You'll see. I don't know watch. I want to see how we do with the low block. In terms of numbers, right? I don't know, like watch it because it's painful. I want to see the AI's XG before and after. So it's 0.15, so it's 0.05, right? Yeah, they have a chance to come back and do something. Right? 0.05 still. We haven't really been attacking them. Yeah, what we're going to do is this. Yeah, we still play for set pieces, be more expressive. Okay. Sorry, in transition, regroup. Mistake. Yeah, let's go, man. Yeah, when you do that, right? If you get him to pass instead of run, then you're gonna have issues with your tactic. Then you need to look at players further up running. So you need to play some attack duties. So there's one player here. So wherever your Carl Norton is, put a fullback and then put a Carrillo there. So this is what happens when you have a fullback, right? Who says low block doesn't work? But I think it's offside. He could be offside. Because if he's offside, he's a real idiot. Because he had a lot of time to get back onside. I actually like that move a lot. So if you want to play a low block, then what you want to do is you want to make sure that you don't have this press, mark, tight, tackle harder kind of nonsense on your tactic. Because then what that will do is you'll prematurely pull these guys into doing that, opening up space for the opposition. Since we went to a low block, they've only had 0.08 XG. They didn't get any chances. We went on. The advantage of playing a low block, in my honest opinion, is sometimes you get into a situation, right? You have to learn how to play a low block. You have to, because sometimes your team, you run out of players in your team, right? So what are you gonna do? All right, very quickly, we're gonna go through all the tactics now. Okay. All right, load. Yeah, we got about another half an hour. Okay. Here I got Kratos, your tactic. Let's see this tactic. PF, winger, inside forward, CM support. Double CM supports. Okay, this tactic is going to suffer from nobody attacking the center. Okay. Either this player gets into opposition. The same problem that this Jahid's tactic had earlier, you're going to have the same problem. Okay. So you got winger on attack giving you width. You got inside forward giving you attacking this side. So as this guy is attacking, what you may want to consider is probably asking this player to attack the box as well. So you can play him as a central midfielder on attack. So you get one guy attacking the box. This player can be a central midfielder support as well. Now, with this player attacking, you can keep this guy reined in as a fullback on support, or you can play him as a wingback on support. At least then you get these roles working together. Now here, this is like a more patient build-up, right? And you can also do this. You can do a focus play down the right. So your patient build-up will see you looking to create chances over here. So this player, what he can do is cross from deep seat narrow. Yep, like go far post. He's crossing. So as this flank does, you see, it's like you're doing a spring. No, you're pulling on one side and you're launching on the other side. So this is what you're doing on this side. You're doing the spring on the right and then you're launching on the left, and you should be fine. Yeah. If you have the players to do this, do it. Otherwise, I'm not a big fan of using tighter marking if you don't have players who don't have the agility, acceleration, positioning, right? Tight marking can be very, very effective, but you get skinned because your players are very close to each other. So if your players are not, if you find that you're playing against a team that's very, very good, sometimes you just tight mark the back line, tight mark with your forward group in order for you to press them. So you see, you got mark tighter here as well. So what you're doing is you're opting. Okay, I don't get this right. You went tight marking and then for the whole team. Basically, you told the whole team to tight mark. But then you come in here and say, I don't do anything. So if you're gonna use this, it applies to the whole team. So you're applying to the whole team. And then there's no point coming in here and adding mark tighter because they don't mark. They don't get closer. A mark tighter is a condition in the game. It's either like a switch. It's either on or off, right? There's no like intensity for the light or whatever, how much they do. So you can remove this. So either you remove this or you remove the other one, right? This way you're playing with a few players on mark tighter, Right, next. Wait, what am I? I'm getting a bit confused. Okay. All right, we got who needs the ball? Okay. 4-4-2s. 4-4-2s can be fun. Roaming, attacking, holding up the ball. You need a very good player for this, bro. Very good player. Because the problem is this, right? You got this guy who's doing his own thing. Largely, the ones who sometimes drop deep, they attack, right? But they attack the lines. It's a very nice role, don't get me wrong. Okay, it works really well. But this combination can actually work quite well on attack. Between the two of them, they're going to go and do their own thing, right? They're going to attack boxes, balance. I like this. Pass it. You can even go a bit more direct if you want. Yeah, this is going to encourage a bit more of the attacks. CM on support, DLP on support, inverted winger. Okay, I get what you're doing here. This is a whole position. Are you holding position? This guy taking more risk. Okay, fine. Box to box can also work here. Right, you can use a box-to-box player here. Then he'll go shuttle up and down. You see, the thing is, you got this group of players here who are trying to launch this way. Now, in this kind of a setup, right, I'll probably play a wingback here. I noticed that you thought you had the same issue. That's why you did this, right? You would have fullback, get further forward tighter. I would recommend a wingback because what's going to happen here is this guy's going to sit narrow. So he's going to shift in. When he shifts in, he's going to do a natural overlap. So with a wingback, you do a natural overlap. You can actually afford to do this as well. You can do a fullback on attack and do an overlap as well. So what is going to happen is this wingback, this white playmaker is going to hold up the ball because he's going to wait for the overlapping run. In doing so, he has two passing options. He can either give it to the fullback or he can do a deep diagonal. So this player gets direct passes. See? This will work very nicely together. In this particular case, you make sure that this guy's a better defender. So inverted winger. Other than that, I wouldn't change that. It's very nice. Lower line of engagement, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, this is fine. Stay on feet can work this very well. Yeah, play with. Okay, now this higher line of engagement is gonna set these guys closer to this group, right? Okay, it can work. If you want to drop deeper to a standard line, that can also work. But when you come to this, go stay on feet. You can stay on feet because you'll be defending inside your half in front of your goal, right? What you don't want to do is give up free kicks. Yeah, so you can play like this, you can play like that. This is okay. Yeah, you can also drop this. Yeah, like Emedovic said, you can also drop this guy to a trequartista as well. This role is actually a very expensive role, but if you're going to use this, you got so many options. You got advanced forward, you got trequartista. You want to be bold and beautiful, you can even go F9, right? This guy is going to drop into this hole, and then all you got to do is hurl balls. It can really work, okay? So you got so many options, and so many players are going to be looking for this AF. And you're playing an AF on the left, which means that you have so many players to pick from. Yeah, that's a good tactic. It can work. There's one or two tweaks and it should be fine. Okay. How's this? Daniel, your tactic. Okay, what have you got? Inside forward, winger, CM attack, box to box, DLP, fullback. Okay, I won't change this tactic at all. The only reason why this tactic doesn't work is you have an issue with players. Yep. Yeah, all you have to do is sometimes if you want to go standard defensive line, you can. That's it. But I wouldn't change it. You might want to play on narrow defensively to draw teams down. Do you have any funky PIs? You don't? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I won't change this tactic, man. This tactic is fine. The only reason why it won't do well is you don't have the players with it. That's it. If I play this tactic, I guarantee we'll win. This looks like my tactic. Trident 4-3-3. This looks that familiar. I have a tactic called Trident 4-3-3. There's no reason why you should change this tactic. First, because it's got one of my tactics names. Sweeper, keeper, and defense. You can change this to a goalkeeper. Actually, you can play on mixed passing as well. Like that. Yeah. Damn it, this looks... Alright. Okay, next, we've got Red Bull Soccer. My goodness. These shapes are very common. Again, this is another one of those, right? Who's attacking the box? Best way to say inside forward is attacking the box. If you want to do this, put the inverted winger here, put the inside forward here. Just flip it, right? Inside forward comes here on attack. Mess goes here. Where's this? Where's this inverted winger? Alright. Or I'll probably play a better combination as these two. These two work very well together, right? So you got winger going this way, Miles coming this way. You can launch, roaming playmaker drifts in and light. This guy becomes a attacking side because somebody got this fullback going on this way. Yeah, I'll probably play it like this. Now I know some people are saying, "Oh my God, this is more attacking because I got fullback attack here." I mean, it does put a bit of burden on this flank. Let me think. You can definitely do this because this guy is roaming though. Pass into space, very aggressive. This is an aggressive tactic. Inside, can go inside for support. Winger, no, winger. You still have the problem, nobody attacking the box. Yeah. You need somebody attacking. One of these roles has to attack the box. And my pick is actually, if the Mazala comes this way, you can actually use an inside forward attack here. They cross over. But the problem is, are your players good enough to take advantage of that? You need very good players to do this, pull this off. Because the Mazala and the inside forward sometimes end up crossing over. They can pull defenders out of position. But you need very good players to do this. Otherwise, you run out of passing options. You run out of scoring options. Okay, this is one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is, of course, I would go inside forward attack. I'll take chances. I'll play winger on support. Do this. This can also work. This is fine as well. Yeah, I probably, because you see the reason why I don't mind doing this, because you're using a fancy ass fullback on attack. Fullbacks are not very aggressive though. They're like, hey, I'm not gonna take chances, man. I'm gonna like take it easy, brother. Yeah, extreme high tempo, no, drop it. You don't need it. Everyone's gonna rush. Pass into space, extreme high tempo doesn't mean you can score goals faster. Yeah, it just means that people. You want to score lots of goals? Do this instead. Okay, when you have to do extreme high tempo, you can do this. Pass into space, first shot, first time you see the goal, bang, take a shot, even remove the player of defense. This can be another way of playing teams on the counter. Right, so you wanna go for goals quick, you do it this way. Otherwise, if you want to go for goals quick, right, with this kind of setup, we pass into space, right? You don't have to play a defense. Pass into space tends to get more players to look for those players in spaces between players, or they play the ball in front of a player for him to run onto. Okay, let's look at another tactic. But it's not a play. This time, we'll play the next tactic. Wait, what is this? BYT Discord public. We got your tactic. Okay. Auto. What? Why did they have to make me think? This is a funky tactic. Because it's got auto duties, right? Auto duties can be very interesting, though. I don't mind auto duties. Isn't the left flank too exposed? Nah, man. Why? You got fullback attack. Fullback attacks are not so aggressive. You play a wingback, yes, I think it'll be attacking. But I'm not like if you play a Mazala, you have to think about who's going to attack the box. You can play a central midfielder attack. You still get the options. I think we just so many this 4-3-3s today. Right, you can just go back and watch all the 4-3-3s. All this. There's no like meta 4-3-3. It depends on your players. Okay, let's try this tactic. This is gonna be funky. Okay. Alright, got it. What? Okay, tie. Okay, because auto duty, they can do all this kind of stuff, funky stuff to it. Ball winning midfielder. Ball will take more risk, cross ball, dribble ball, grab out with ball, shoot less, over, get forward. Shit, man, this could do my head in. So many PIs. Why that? Hey, take this crossbar off across the byline. Okay, white target goes here to score goals. Man, this is nice. You know what these PIs have done to this tactic? They've turned this white target to players that are going to be very close to the pressing forward. Okay, so when you play the ball out, right, this guy is going to come here and then he's going to go to the byline, cross the ball for this guy. And they are white target man. Yeah, I used to do this in draft mode last year. Last year I did this in draft mode on FM22. So people are asking me, what is this Daljit doing? So I had these two guys here and a white target man with exactly the same PIs. So that whenever I play the ball, right, I target him as a crossing option. Okay, the only thing here is this: nobody's been targeted. Okay, why ball playing defender and stopper? Just all. Okay, never mind. Don't want libero is fine. Okay, in this kind of a setup, yeah, you want strength. We don't have strength. Strength, okay. They will still be the target man, but yeah. Hey, Loti Lakari, how are you, man? From Argentina, how are you doing? Okay, let's go. All right, comprehensive. I probably won't change this tactic. Yeah. I want to look at this, right? Okay, where are the target men? Number 10 and number 17. Like, look where they're standing. This is exactly where they're standing. Okay, this is why I won't change this tactic. This is nice. Pressing forward is going to run through the channels, up and down, up and down. These two guys are very played as a libero, but that's my personal take. But I don't think there's that. Why a white target man? He still gets the ball. So the notion that you have to play a target man, no, you don't need to. Make sure he's got strength. So you can hold up the ball or acceleration to get away with the ball. Right? Those are all things that you can do with a white target man. I mean, these are all players that can play as a white target man. What am I saying? Yeah, I don't see any reason. I won't change this. Maybe, okay, I'm toying with the idea of this guy being a libero, but then we'll leave it first. And you probably got maxed out, right? Like everybody, oh, this is not bad, okay, all right. Much higher defensive line, fine. Standard width, okay. I am tempted to change that role to a libero. Because I would probably play as a libero. Let me show you guys what I mean. Okay. This role, I'm very tempted to play as a libero because these are two box-to-box midfielders. You can also play inverted wingback, center midfielder, center mid on attack, center mid on attack, inverted wingback on attack. So these two guys push forward, inverted wingbacks come inside here, and this guy's a libero. Also possible. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah. This works, right? There's no reason for it not to work. But I'm going to do something different. Inverted wingback on attack. Against the AI, we might lose, right? So hell, man. Just go with the flow. Let's go with the flow. This is insanity, man, at the highest level. Inverted wingback, white target. Now this white target, man, I'm very tempted to turn them on support. Okay? Alright, white target on support. Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah, the tactic as it sits works. I just want to experiment a bit. You never get a chance to experiment with other shapes. Let's see what we can extend the highlights. Get there. Hustle. Nice. Center midfielder attack. Inverted wingback takes it. Ooh. The risk with playing inverted wingbacks is this. It's a big ass risk, okay? The flanks get vulnerable. This reminds me of the time you used 7 attacks against the draft. Yeah. I just want to know whether this works. That's all. That's just the experiment. It could fail spectacularly because of the inverted wingbacks being attacked. That's because it's a white target man on support. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. White target man on attack. I didn't want the ball to go backwards. Okay, we gotta go. Now make sure all of them are attack duty. The only person that's not attack duty is like at the back here, the defenders and the. See, that's why we have a libero. That's why I'm playing a libero, because the libero is gonna pick up the loose ball. The Mazzala is running away from goal. The center midfielder attack is heading into goal. That's why if you want to play a 4-3-3, if you're playing a Mazzala, it's because you are creating an opportunity with an overload, right? If you want players from the center to score goals, then what you need is a center midfielder attack. Yeah. So if you want to use a Mazzala, you're doing it specifically for an overload. Mazzala, Carrero, you're doing it for an overload. You're creating an overload on that side because the Mazzala will help move the ball to the right or the left, wherever the Mazzala is. Okay. This guy shall be a center defender on defend. This guy will be a center defender on defend. Yeah, let's go. Poacher on attack. I think his has got move. Okay, we'll get Poacher on attack. Stay in the box. Keep those defenders occupied. Crazy tactics can definitely work on Football Manager. Okay. That's right. First half. We'll throw the water bottle at them. And now we'll go on key highlights. Hey, key. CM, inverted wingback. Inverted. You know, probably when you want to play inverted wingbacks, you gotta make sure those players have got this can play as the they have the attributes of defensive midfielders as well. Center mid on attack, drives to the box, crosses. Yeah, we keep putting a lot of pressure on them. Offside. Would you recommend as the roles for a fairly fast back three playing a high line with the DRP or something then different? I would probably go defend, cover, defend, yeah. Or defend, libero, defend. Depends on what you're playing in front of them. But you're playing a DLP, then I'll go defend, cover, defend. Yeah. That's what DG14 asks a question, right? Mazala and Winger on the right and a white target on a rammed out is something interesting to try and bring. Yeah, white target and round outer. Correct. I would say that. All right, what is a good partnership with the winger role and support? Winger role and support Mazala. Then the two of them can create goals on the other side. We lost this game. Grand shot goalkeeper distribution. Pass into space. No. We're not going to work ball into box. I don't see the point of doing work ball into box with this tactic. What tactic kind of setup would you recommend when you have fullback, good fullbacks with mediocre dribbling and average? What tactical? Yeah, I think your tactic works. No, I think your tactic works out of the gate, right? 100%. I just wanted to experiment, just to do something different. Inverted wingback, inverted center midfielders, flood in a white target man. Okay, I have this. I believe he can, but yeah. Okay, how would I do it, right? So let's just try something different. Okay, so we'll go inverted wingback support, inverted wingback. So what happens? These two go forward. These two guys come in here. These guys are holding on to the ball for the underlap from these two. Okay. All right. So instead of these two pushing through and then creating like too much pressure on the libero and the two defenders, we get the white target man doing exactly this, right? We get the white target man in the wider positions, and then you have your center mids are the ones pushing the pressure from the middle because they'll be the ones attacking the box. And then when you do the underlap, those underlaps are gonna be something that those players can take advantage of. If I upload this tactic to Discord, is it too late for you to get into this episode? Probably, man. We'll probably have to do it on another day. I am a huge Poacher fan right now. I love the Poacher. Because if I want to have players running in the box, right? Like a lot of players, I'm going to put one role the defenders cannot ignore. It's like standing right in front of them. Hey, how are you? I'm here with you. Have you ever defended against poachers in the box in real life, right? Defenders can't ignore them. They're in the box. They're there. They're not like, Mo Salah, they're not like outside the box like Robito Firmino. So a defender actually has to pay attention to the poacher. That means that players arriving late are going to create a problem for the defenders because the other players have to pick him up. And if the other players miss, then the poacher is going to be the problem. Right, so we managed to get one goal back. I actually like this setup now. Inverted wingback, libero, center mid. So this is like one of my other tactics. Right? But I don't use this. This is exactly what one of my other tactics is. This is one of my tactics. And I have one version where I've got round outers. Right, like this. So I put round outers in front. Okay, this guy is he's confused, right? Today we've been changing him around, Cengiz Under is probably, I've got a very bad track record with this player. hailing from the days of Milan, right? When we were doing this. So, okay, since we changed, I mean, our XG is pretty solid, right? But this player, heck it. But it can work. Or inverted wingback and support, center mid attack. You can do a white target man, winger, inside forward, round outer. The options for this is quite fun. I like the white target man option as well because you can launch the balls into the box. Okay, let's see if there's some more tactics, just in case. Well, we got so many right now. We stopped at Red Bull Soccer. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. What are we gonna do, right? Because we don't have enough time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete all these tactics. Now we can't. Okay, we can delete this. Because my kids are almost home. I gotta look after the kids, and then we're doing FM talks in an hour or 2. Hey, got another hour, right? See where my kids now. Okay, we got one more tactic coming. Okay, we'll see what we can do. Okay, we'll see all these tactics. All right, we'll look at all these tactics. Yeah. Joshua, you can pop in your tactic on the Discord, man. Yeah. I'll try and take a look at it. Okay. All right. So we've done all this. Okay. Oh, you want to play? Oh, I seen this one. This is the one you've done, right? This is another one. This is actually a very good tactic. He uses this in draft mode. This is a painful tactic to use in draft mode. It's got all these PIs, take few risks, dribble less. Again, this one is to give the inverted wingback a chance to overlap as well. Okay. And keep the ball. So you wanna keep the ball through the transition using them. More direct. Yeah, this guy comes in here, right? He makes more direct passes. He can either do them early, okay, or he does it from here. All right. You can do it down the flanks. If this guy, because the thing about inverted wingbacks is this, they anchor the position. Because he's got overlap left on, right? Occasionally the widest player does it. So this guy will go down the flanks and drop in the cross. Sometimes the inverted wingback does the same thing. So they stop. So he's got this dynamic working on the left and the right. Ball playing defenders, DM on support, hurling from the back if in case he needs to. Yeah. A lot of so he's holding his position, but he's very aggressive. So he's going to be positioned high up the pitch. Then a DM on defense duty would do. Shadow striker, more direct again. Roam from position, stay wider. This can actually work against the AI. 100% can work against the AI. Right, and then we got a poacher who's going to be roaming from position. Right, so he just drifts in this area. He stays in a pocket in this penalty area. Trequartista will drop. More direct cross, more round wide, ball shoot less often and stay wider. Shadow striker more often. This is a tactic that I wish I didn't see. Use much higher defensive line. Actually, this is a very aggressive press, right? All right, because these two guys are going to be very hard to pitch. It's the reason why he sometimes when he plays the tactic, he does this. So in certain matches, you will have to know when to drop the defensive line. Yeah, it's a very nice tactic, man. It's a very, very kick-ass, painful tactic for people to play against. All right, next tactic. I wouldn't change the tactic. Yeah, it works. Definitely works against the AI as well. 100% it works against the AI. 4-3-1-2 Sampdoria, Diamond Buddha. Let's see. Oh no. Box to box, this roll. You need them to keep up with the wingback. Okay, you can play him as a CM or support if he holds position. You got wingback bombing up this way, so simple. I wouldn't use a CM as support. I'll probably use a box to box. And this tactic, because when you play with a CM as support, right? If you're gonna play a CM on attack here, you run the risk. It's not a bad idea because you got AP, he's gonna run past the AP. Right? In this kind of a situation, you got the AP you can play, the CM on attack bombing past him. You could open yourself up to losing the ball here because you're using a wingback. A wingback is also very important in this tactic. But you got passed into space, hoping that you're gonna create chances hit. No, you got not enough movement in this tactic for you to do that. This is a bit, you might have an issue. Lower line of engagement even. Oh my goodness. Hey, passing the ball to this guy. Oh God. Okay. All right. Wait, if you want to deliver to this player, if you lose the ball here, it's always going to be, let's go harakiri to your box. No. Because you open up, this guy has to commit. Because this guy loses the ball, this guy has to commit. And then you have to hope that these two win the ball all the time. So make sure this guy's got a very good jumping reach. If you play him on central midfield on attack, okay? This is like attack very quickly. It can work, but you have to be careful. Ball playing defender, this is where the ball playing defender is needed because you got CM on attack. Here you don't need one. Just go central defender and defend. Okay. When you lose games, when you win games or you want to rein in the match, change this guy to a box-to-box midfielder. That's it. You'll be fine. Don't go Car and Mazzala. Then you open up yourself too much. But on the whole, this can still work. AP on support, yeah, it can work. Pressing forward support, poacher, pressing forward. I mean, this guy doesn't go left and right. No. He just drops in and down. So who is he working with? The wing back that's coming up very late. I probably change this guy into a let me see if we have other options that are better than this. Pressing, okay, I'll go pressing forward support or target forward support. Yeah, you'd always tweak it, right? Depending. You have to tweak that tactic, yeah. Your tactic is nice. You just, yeah, I like the tactic. I wouldn't change it. This tactic is also not bad. I wouldn't change too much with this tactic. I mean, you're doing this slightly direct, slightly tempo. No, man, come on. Put tempo on standard. Don't play so low. I mean, no. You have to play at least this. Okay, this is what we call a counter. This is more like I'm hoofing the ball and hoping to score goals, like, very quickly to this guy. So you're hoping that you win the ball here and the transition is very fast. You cannot play on anything lower than positive, right? Poacher is gonna hold up the. See, the thing is, when you use a poacher like that, you really want somebody attacking. Right? So I'm tempted to go pressing forward attack. Yeah, pressing forward attack poacher. You want somebody in the box with them, attacking. And so this guy's got options. He can play this player or he can go wide. So this time you might ask him to move into channels. The spaces between players, so he's a bit more that he can actually do some work with this wingback as well. Okay. Next tactic. Asymmetric or no? Now I gotta decide. Oh, this is not such a complicated asymmetric tactic. This is quite straightforward. You doing a load here and you want to score from here. That's it. This is one of those, like, we pump it here and it's score. Why Mazzala? Like, okay, when you do these kind of setups, right, this guy should be a center midfielder on attack. That's it. Okay. This guy can be an AP on support. All right. Now, what you've done is you got this group attacking this way. You got this group trying to create for this group. Okay. So your center mid can move forward, halfback. I probably use wingbacks, man. Use wingbacks. Take more risk, shoot less offers, stay wider, closer more. Got a halfback here. He's a bit more he's gonna be very proactive, right? He's gonna drop when he drops in this position, you get a 3. This guy's gonna shift forward, this guy's gonna come forward, this guy's gonna come forward. So he's got passing options. AP or support is gonna drop a bit more. CM attack is gonna go this way. If you're afraid, if you're really afraid about this position, then put the AP on support here. Right? Then you play the CM on attack here. If you're worried about balance, but you're still gonna have the same issue down this flank. This role is too conservative for this tactic. I'll probably go winger on support. It's a way too conservative, right? You're gonna depend on this guy crossing from byline, getting around him. Yeah. His alternative is winger on support. This guy can also be an inverted wing back going this way, supporting play. So this if you have a player that is half decent as a DM, then you can go inverted wing back on support coming up this way. Then in some games you have the option of launching this guy from a deeper position as a winger. And yeah, won't change anything else about the tactic. Yeah. But you need one player attacking the box. Because the poacher is doing a good job here. He'll do a good job of attracting the attention of defenders. Any other players? And what you can do with these positions is Fapos, yeah. Tell him to take more risks, direct passing, cross from deep if you want. And you can do early crosses, or you can do you can play this guy as a wing back, goes around. This guy can be a wing back, crossing from the byline. Yeah, that's the other option. All right, next tactic. Barca 3-4-3. All right, 1, 2, 3. This defender is the most important defender. Again, we have why so safe. CM on defend. You're gonna do a CM on defend with 3 defenders and this, and inside forward here, and an advance forward. This is like a tactic where you've gone into a lot of effort to put like 9 men behind the ball and only 1 guy attacking. This like when you use this, there's only 1 player. He doesn't have any friends. He's gonna go off on his own, and you're gonna get a lot of like miss 1v1 chances. Right? So you need more options. You're gonna do whenever you play AF, try and have more than 3 attacking duties or 2 attacking duties, right? You don't want to just have 1 attacking duty. Right? So if this was an AF, this will probably be a inside forward attack. This could be maybe even an AP on attack, right? I'll get all 3 of them to attack the box together, right? So all 3 are working in tandem. And then we'll probably have a CM on attack. But I don't think a lot of people are willing to do that, right? Because they're worried that their tactics is going to fall apart. So what do? This guy can be a stopper. He can come higher up the pitch for you. Because your problem is in your transition, you got too many players back. Wingback on support, what does he do? Cross, aim far post, tackle harder. You crossing the aim to the near post, right? So, and we only have this guy to score goals. Cross aim center, stay wider, goes normal, tackle harder. Okay. I'll probably go center mid on attack. I'm sorry, man. This one is a center mid on attack all day long. Yeah, get this guy to go. This guy can help you defend. This guy is not going anywhere. He's a right midfielder. Wing back, cross him. Look at that. He's already doing all this work. I'll go center mid on attack, center mid. Ball playing defender. This guy can be a libero. He can be a ball playing defender and stopper. This guy's already pushing forward like this. Yeah, you make sure this guy is a good defender. That's it. But you need somebody to push up a bit more. Yeah. I don't get this AP. This AP is not going to give you a lot of love. You're gonna get a lot. You have to depend on this AP to do a lot of work in this zone here. Okay. I'll let roam from position to the AP. Okay. And he has to come inside this position. So what we'll do with this guy is stay wide. Okay. Now when he moves into this zone, the problem is he's going to move in this zone. He's going to look for that player, right? So his passing has to be direct. Okay. Now we got the AP. He can aim for this player. He can aim for this player. Worst case scenario, he might have this late ability if he can go camping. So add a counter. And then distribute your wingbacks. Yeah, that's it. This is how I tweak your tactic. Yeah, I don't like APs on the flanks. I just don't. If you want to play AP on the flank, might as well play inverted winger or a winger. Just you lose the ball here with a wingback on attack. You're gonna lose a lot of games just because this player. I mean, if Worlds you've got a very good AP, then maybe you go for it. But I would recommend changing this like a winger on support, man, or winger on attack. Yeah, then you get a cross dynamic in your attack. But AP on the flanks, sorry, I'm not a big fan. I don't think it works very well on FM. Ferris wheel. Hope the tactic is run in circle. F9, Mazala, don't play Mazala. You want to go attack, go center. Again, I say this right. Don't play Mazala. Opens up the space. Inverted wingback is going to have a lot of problems. This entire zone is going to be very difficult to defend. You play inverted wingback, center midfielder on attack. That's fine. Winger giving you width. Very nice combination. F9 drops this way. Inside four coming this way. Now, this is something that I don't think is a good idea. I think here you go wingback on attack. Or yeah, you can play an inverted wingback on attack. He will attack the box. Yeah, okay. If you go with the inverted wingback on attack, just make sure this guy is damn good. So here I won't use a ball playing defender. You want to use inverted wingback? Don't use this. Use a ball playing defender or central defender. Whenever you use inverted wingback, change his role immediately. Okay, I get what you're trying to do. Inverted wingback goes inside here, then you are looking for him to deliver the crosses, right? What if that fails? Get him to be a ball. If your player is very, very good, then do it. But if you keep losing the ball and this flank is a vulnerability, use this as central defender, right? And give him the stay wider PI. So you get a bit more security on this flank. That's it. Okay. We have one more. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, we've done all the Dropbox. You know what? This is public. Okay, go tell you your tactic. Waiting on this tactic to come in, man. What is a good pair for inverted wingback on defense on the flanks? What is a good pair for inverted wingback on defense on the flanks? What do you mean by that? Why? I don't understand what you mean. What pair? Where? I mean, inverted wingback defense on the flanks. Depends what you want to do. I have no idea what the question is. I mean, in relation to a tactic, I'm not sure. Is it possible in current effort to back 4 transition to back 3? No. It's never been possible. Yeah, it's never been possible to do that. You will never get a balanced. You will not get a perfect 3. You will get a 3, but it won't be perfectly positioned all the time. So if you can accept that, then yes. But most people, they can't. They want a perfectly balanced one. So then I will say, outright, it can't be done. Because every time people ask me that question, they always compare it to some real life tactic. And I'm sorry, man, it won't work. But if you want to, you can get 3 at the back, but it won't be perfect. Okay. Actually, there's one. We can try one way after this. Hold on, let me see if this works. I was just thinking of a way. It used to be a hack, a bug that allow you to do it. Let me see if the bug still exists. Okay, let's see. Okay, the bug was this. Okay, why is center back on defense? Let me see. We'll put all of you in. I don't think we can do it anymore. Oh, we can't do it. Yeah. Oh. No, we can't. Yeah, we could. Last time it was because the drop down gave us the extra option. Yeah, they removed it. Yeah. We can't do that now. We can't get the 3 that you want, the locked in 3. It won't work. BYT, Public. No. Discord. This is the last tactic. Your double shadow strikers. Okay. Oh no, man. No more live for FM. Next week. Next Wednesday. You come in early, you can submit your tactics. They have submitted. We done quite a lot of tactics today. And then because I've got to go, because my kids are coming home. So this is the last game I'm playing. The kids are coming home and my missus just texted me and I'm getting this, keep getting these messages from this. I keep getting messages from Bozo the Clown. Okay. All right, you have been messaged with some PS. I'm not sure they will go on this tactic. Okay. Cross on byline. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Roam from his. Okay, good. Boom. What? CF. No, man. I mean, yeah, even the player is not bad. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't use one. Okay, overall, right, your PIs are fine. Okay. Stay wider, pass it shorter. I mean, why pass it shorter? If you're going to play pass it shorter, why are they ball playing defenders in the first place? Like, why don't you play central defenders if you want it to be shorter? If you want it shorter, just go central defenders. Okay? Then you add that. Then you don't get that problem. Yeah, then you go, this guy becomes central defender, this guy becomes central defender, this guy's a ball playing defender. Okay, let's underlap left, underlap right. It's just going to affect him. He's going to come in a bit more narrow. Your tactic is quite narrow. So you... The problem with this kind of tactics is, okay, when they are this narrow, you're depending a lot of front movement from your strikers. Alright, so... I probably will play these guys more on attack. Okay, we have to watch first. Okay. So there's some matches we're gonna have to go on attack because otherwise you're waiting for the wingbacks to get up the pitch. So instead of that, so I typically like to send those wingbacks hurtling up the pitch at the earliest opportunity. So let's go comprehensive highlights, right? Watch his highlights. See his wingbacks, the highlights. Okay, there we go. He's up here, he's up here. All right, we got all the players in the box. Gets to this guy. I mean, overall, there's nothing too wrong with this tactic. I think the PIs can work. It's just that for me, sometimes I like a bit more risk, right? So I tend to hurtle those wingbacks even more aggressively. See this? Okay. See, complete forward is doing that problem for you. So they have to go wide. Yeah. Otherwise, you can do this DLF on attack. Okay. He holds up the ball. The other one is, of course, again. People are going to think I'm the poacher's advertising gimmick. You guys are probably going to think I'm the poacher's advertiser. Again, poacher. You're probably going to, what the hell is wrong with Dalji? Every role he picks is the poacher. Hey babe, I'm the poacher's personal marketing consultant, okay? So, right, I'm gonna nominate the poacher. Every time somebody comes out, poacher. Yeah, what's the best role? Poacher. Poacher is gonna help these two guys get into the box. Complete Four is gonna roam, he's gonna hang around here, he's gonna hang around here. Sometimes the Complete Four is gonna end up behind the Shadow Strikers going, hey guys, are you good on your own? I'm gonna go get a coffee and tea and I'll see you guys in a bit, okay? Poacher is a lot more fun. Poacher is gonna work in tandem with those two. He's always gonna pass the ball. So you know what I'm gonna do now? Hey, I will probably play this guy as a poacher. Box to box is fine, DLP is fine. Days guys, baby. Come here, baby, let's go. At least, okay, if you're a bit worried, turn this guy into the attack duty. Why? He's beside somebody that's holding position, the DLP or support. That's all a poacher is gonna link up play. A poacher looks behind to link up play. So he gets the ball, he doesn't see anybody there. He's going to give the ball to them. Right? Think about it like this. The target man support, he turns his back. But he drops deeper. Right? So I would, if you want to use somebody, I wouldn't go complete for it. You want to use somebody, go use a target man support. But the problem is somebody is too deep. The Shadow Strikers are going to arrive in the box. The two defenders are there. You got two Shadow Strikers against two defenders. And it's like this, right? Can you imagine yourself as a defender? You got two Shadow Strikers coming at you. You think you're going to be worried. I'm not going to be worried. You come on. I come. You think who's going to break the leg? The defender is going to break the leg of the Shadow Striker tomorrow. But if the defender already has somebody in front of them, and he's got two other Shadow Strikers, then he gets into what is known as like all defenders get into a dilemma. Because defenders hate having somebody near them. Because the moment they have somebody near them, they have to think about that player that is next to them. So the best role is actually the poacher, because the poacher is always next to the defenders. Now this will leave the Shadow Strikers free. And the Shadows, other thing about this is this. A lot of people seem to think that the poacher won't pass the ball. Yeah, the poacher doesn't have tries risky passes, means he doesn't play difficult passes. The simple passes are the ones that he does. And the simple passes are the ones the players next to him. So he's going to look, who's next to me? Oh, I got Shadow Strikers. So he's going to give the ball to the Shadow Strikers. Which is the reason why, if you're going to do this kind of tactics with that player, the role you want to look at is the poacher or the pressing forward. Because the other role that does that is the pressing forward. The DLF on attack is good to hold up the ball. Then he drops because there's no other AMC in that zone. When you play with AMCs, you're looking at poachers, you're looking at pressing forwards. When you're playing without midfield tier, right? No Shadow Strikers, no AMC, then you can play a DLF, you can play an F9, yeah, you can play a pressing forward on support, you can play a target man on support. But my personal preference is poacher. I just like the poacher. I think it's a much better role. Because the poacher is always going to be here. Shadow Striker, you see, at this point the Shadow Striker is here. If you play a complete forward, he'll be somewhere here, so the defenders don't have to worry. See, now he's there, the defender is striking. Shadow Striker is free to get the ball. Right? So he's linking up play. So you get a lot of that link up play just doesn't involve the striker alone, it involves other players. Alright, so we go to key highlights. I don't think you have any other things to do with attack thing, man. We only have one wing back on an attack in the moment, right? So, and we're not adding any more wing backs to the mix for the attacking patterns. We only have one. We don't need to add two. So I like this combination. Poacher is enjoying. Our poacher is enjoying it, and he's a good poacher. It's like he's got all the hallmarks of a very good poacher. He's got strength, he's got hitting, he's got goal scoring, he's got movement, composure. Because what you're trying to do, if you want to play a role that collects the ball really deep, play trequartista then. Don't play a complete forward. You get a trequartista coming really deep into this load and then playing the ball forward to these guys. Right? So then you have, but if you have those kind of players, yeah, I'll go, If you want to get this like ultimate, like, you know, he drops deep and these two guys flood the center, don't play complete forward. Trequartista or F9. So if you want him to come really deep, F9, Trequartista, right? But because you got two rows next to him, Poacher pressing forward. Yeah, poachers are easily a very underappreciated role. So maybe it's because he's a poacher, right? Nobody likes poachers, but I love poachers. Poachers are fun. I have to say these set piece routines been quite good, right? Yeah, the attack ones. Yeah, this is a box. Here's another one, right? This is a very basic attack routine, man. There's two routines, there's one routine. Okay. There are not too many variations you need to do with attack. Like some other games, right? If I wanted to this with this tactic, I'll probably do this wing back attack, wing back attack. Probably go attacking. Yeah, you can actually do this. Because these three, you can do a very high press. They lead. The three of them will lead the press, right? They'll pull one of these guys up to do the press. This guy is holding his position. Because when you do a high press, it's triggered by the first player, right? The strikers, so they get involved. But Harith is just an idiot. He can't play as a shadow striker. So these two can. Dimitri Pai is a very good shadow striker. And this guy is actually one of my favorite shadow strikers in the game. But his only downside is he doesn't have acceleration. But he's very, very good as a shadow striker. Yeah, poacher movement is customizable if you want it to be. You can get him to move into channels. You can ask him, but I don't want him to move into channels because we got two here. All right, man. That's it. And after tonight's festivities, we bring your tactics. Olympic Marseille, who have been changing tactics every game. So this is one of the reasons why I don't really care about tactical familiarity. Look at this. We care the whole season, we haven't bothered, right? And we've been doing this live on stream, so we had a bit of a bad run here, but it's okay. Okay, now it's 2-0. This is a crazy ass bring your tactics, man. We have changed tactics every single game, right? Sometimes, yeah, we play different versions of a 4-2-3-1. Right? Some people give us quite a number of 4-2-3-1s we had at one point in bring your tactics. And now we've had all these funky tactics. Yeah, we had a lot of tactics, man. So, guys, let me just look at your questions. My in-game striker now is Lorenzo Luca is big and strong. He's like, yeah, baby. you be using Lorenzo Luca as a poacher. If I had Lorenzo Luca at my side, yeah, why not? Yeah, he'll be quite interesting poacher. Definitely. No, man, SJ, I don't have time. I have to go, man. The kids are almost here. Yeah. Man. I would love to do another one, but we'll try and do it next week. Yeah. Because today I'm a bit tight for time because the kids. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, we got the upload was there just now. Let me see. The link is in the chat. Let me check the file request for public. Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did all these tactics just now, right? Because I remember this tactic. Asymmetric we did. We did this. We did Baka. We did the Ferris wheel. We did Sam. We did the 4-4-2. We didn't do Wall of Steel. So if you want to upload the tactic, the tactic is in the link. Yeah, I linked it earlier. I mean, the next BYT, I'll probably try and do that. So just check the link in the chat. It'll be up there. And you can use that link to pop in the tactic. The link should be available. And I'll probably, I'll do I have to put the link here as well. Yeah, that link. And then you can just upload the tactic. But, I'll already pick the tactics from the next few minutes, right? And then I'll copy them. But remember Kevin, and I'll try and remember your tactic, or at least abbreviate your tactic SJ. right? SJ's tactic or something like that. At least I know it's your tactic. Then we'll try and do that on the next episode of Bring Your Tactics, which is next week. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe during the stream, Friday, right? I could just take a look at some of the tactics before we kick off the stream for the countdown challenge. So I thank everybody for popping in today's show. Plenty of things, plenty of tactics were done today. Some very, I see your tactic. Is that it? Sumit? Is this your tactic? Sumit 6 season FM. So these are the 2 tactics we'll do. Ah man, come on, Adalji. You can do this just in bloody 2 tactics. What's your problem? What is my problem? It's only 2 tactics, man. Come on, you can't do 2 tactics for them. You're a bloody useless piece of shit. Okay, it's 2 tactics. We can do 2 tactics. Okay, like it was 102,000 tactics. Then it's a different story. Okay, all right, download 937. Okay, extract files. Very quick. I have to do this quick before the kids bang my door down. Oh man, put it in the wrong folder. Never mind, it's okay. Alright, load. Okay, I won't be able to play these tactics at all. No, not here. BYT. Where is it? Is it here? Must be this one. Yep, this one's 6th season. Alright, we got 4141. Ay. What's this? No one wants to go to the box. No one wants to attack the box, is it? You got Mazzala going this way, Mazzala going this way, Winger going this way, Winger going this way, and what's is going? I thought I had support! Why are you going wide? Jump to the box! Charge with me to the box! No, nobody wants to come. Okay, fine. We'll take numbers then. Now I get to go. That's what exactly what's happening right now in this tactic. Okay. So you got Mess going this way, you got Mess going this way, Winger going this way. They're all crossing they're all working very hard to get balls to this guy. Okay, so in my opinion, what you should do is give yourself another fella to attack. Okay, center midfield attack. Okay, now you got 2, right? So you got 2 players. Now this role is one of those roles in the game that sometimes drops it, sometimes gets to the box. It can work, or what you can do is use a role like a pressing forward attack. Why pressing forward attack? Pressing forward attack has something called move into channels, which means he's going to go left, he's going to go right. When that happens, all the other attack duties get into the box. Now, when you do all this, this is like basically a front foot assault with all these charges. But when you have too many roles and doing the same, when you have too many kinds of like roles that are similar, you're gonna get a lot of same time movements, right? So what you want to see is PIs like gets into opposition area, dictates tempo on some of these players, right? So different things, you get different kinds of movements. But overall, okay, let me look at the mark specific position. What have you got in doing deep? Okay, I get it. Yeah, okay, I get what you're doing with this one. Makes sense. So when you don't have the ball, you want them up higher. Okay, fine. When they have the ball, they drop into this position. I get it. Take Morris, should have sit narrow. Why sit narrower? Why sit narrow? You're already narrow defending, right? That's going to happen. Sit narrow doesn't mean that he's going to tuck inside all the time. Tuck inside is happening with this, okay? So I think that you're better off with this player being in his natural position. So I'll just tell him, I'll just unlock this. When you do take more risk, they're just going to hoof the ball up. I hope you understand what's happening there, right? So you can even try direct passing. But a lot of the balls are going to go from the back to the front, right? So you might end up in trouble. You got 2 ball-playing defenders. So what I would do normally is in some games, I'll probably remove this and tell them actually to pass it short. So they play to the ball-playing defender or the DM and they can play it out. If you're in matches where there's a AMC giving you trouble, then, do this. If you don't and you have space and time, then you can definitely pass it short. Ball playing defender, pass it shorter. Again, right? See, you basically we're telling the 2 ball playing defenders to do is give it to this guy. I don't want any responsibility with the ball. Let him move the ball up. Then why play ball playing defenders? You wanted to bring it out of defense and keep the ball short. That's what you're doing. Okay. When it gets to this player, you're asking him to take the long ball down the flanks. So if you want that, at this. Boom, right? And take more risks. Then what you see is these ballistic missiles going from the back looking for these players. Okay? So I hope you understood the explanation. So you have to understand why they will, how they will work together. Other than that, okay, that's it. I wouldn't change anything else with this tactic. Because you have to have the players for it. It can work, just need the players for it. Where was I just now? Okay. All right, we got. Did I just do 6 seasons, right? Okay. We got. Oh, when people write things for me to read, right? It's like a love letter between you and me, you know. I have to after all the effort you do writing, I have to read it. I do well defensively with this tactic, but struggle to score goals. Not sure if it's the tactic or players or both. Can you help? Oh, okay. All right. Okay, this is your tactic. Wall of steel. Pum, 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 pum. Okay, you will struggle to score with this tactic. Why? Because this is what I was saying again. Mazzala going inside forward. This guy has to attack the box, right? Somebody has to attack the box. Okay. When you do something like this, these guys are more creative. So this player has to attack. Okay. And probably the pressing forward, they attack the box sometimes and run away other times because they think other players are coming into the box. Because they've got this trait called move into channels. Okay, so he will keep defenders occupied still if the ball is coming to the box. This fullback on attack can come this way. Is this a very aggressive thing? If you think it's aggressive, then play wingback support. A wingback support will be fine, right? Wingback support, more direct passes, you might give the ball away. What you actually want this wingback to do is shorter passing, take fewer, shoot less often. Yeah, maybe even dribble less. Okay. So what happens is this guy keeps the ball a bit more as he transitions the ball down the pitch. You don't lose the ball over here. In some other matches, I'll probably go wingback on a fullback on attack or wingback on attack. All right, fullback here is fine. You got Mazzala. That's okay. I get the logic behind this. Here, more direct. I don't understand why you want to have this guy hurling the ball beside a ball-playing defender. So I would definitely tell him not to do that. Okay, run wide with ball means ZZ, you're going to go this way around this guy. Mark specific position, defender. Okay, fine. Yeah, you can also tell him to stay wider, right? Okay, what stay wider does is asks him to go on the outside or the inside forward, right? Because you got a Mazzala coming into the half space. Actually, you might open up the space. If you lose the ball here, there's a big gaping hole over here. So probably I would not run wide with ball, and I probably wouldn't stay wider. I will probably just watch the game as it is and then adjust accordingly. Just be very careful, right? But this is okay. This setup is okay. You got to be very careful with this player. This player is going to be very, very good because in your setup, you're actually creating a gap here for you to, which can be exploited by the AI. And then when the AI comes this way, the DLP has to do all the defending, and that can cause you problems. So I would recommend this setup. Another setup you might want to consider again is this is a Mazzala attack, right? Because he goes to the house, he's going to go around here. The reason why I went Mazzala on attack is because with the inside forward, and why I put this guy into this position is because, the KDB pass, he is going to do a lot of the Kevin De Bruyne passes from this position. That's why we have an inside forward and a pressing forward. And yeah, you can have a wingback for security, right? So this alternatively, you go Maz on support, CM on attack, right? Mazzala on support, CM on attack here, inside forward, wingback on support here. So what you can do is this other option. Maz on support, CM on attack. Okay. Now they hang about a bit more, right? So you create a kind of like a spring on the left. And then what is happening is this group is going to try and unlock this side of the pitch. All right, guys. Hope that helped you guys out. Those are the tactics for today. And I gave in. Yeah, man. I did. I want to get it done. I don't feel like you guys came for the stream. You guys are here and you're watching the stream and you put in the tactic. You may have had a long day at work and you just came in and go like, damn it, I just got here. It's just one tactic. Can't you just look at one tactic? Kind of feel bad. Right? You took all the effort just to put in the tactic. If there's only one or two, I should try. If there was like 15 tactics, then I'll probably have said no, because it's 15, right? How do I say no? I have to either do all or do none. Okay, anyway, I thank everybody for popping into today's stream. Hope you enjoy yourselves. Countdown challenge is tomorrow, Friday. Friday, sorry. And then after that, there's draft vote. So you guys be good, stay safe. FM Team Talks in about an hour's time, right? So we're going to do it FM Team Talks. That's for the first team members on Discord. We're going to talk about overloads. We're going to talk about low blocks. We're going to talk about when you want to use those TIs that are desperate. You want to get a go back. So when do you use them? How do you use them? How do you balance your tactic? And then things like, okay, the thrust, like all the common tactics, like 4-3-3, 3-5-2. We're going to cover one or two of them. I'm going to work on them. We're going to do that. FM Team Talks to all the first teamers in the squad. Hope to see you there. Stay safe. Take care of each other. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.